Hey guys, it's Heather, the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? Oh, I hope you are staying warm because I am freezing. Even though the electric came on, and which you're probably still hearing days after days because I'm doing these videos all in one day, which is after my electricity came back on. I'm still freezing. I think I noticed in the first video, maybe I'm a little more echoey than usual. Not echoey, but like, I think you can tell the difference when my door is open and not open. Like I know that my mic sounds good. Like it's loud enough, as opposed to like, say, a year ago when people were like, I can't hear you. But like, I think there's a definite difference. And, but I'm keeping it open because I'm freezing, so I'm sorry. I don't think it's bad, it's just different. But yeah. So welcome to WiP Weekend, though. The return of. I don't know what number it is because of that. Like, I want to say it's number 8, but I might be wrong. The number will be down below because I will have added it to the playlist by now, so I'll know what number to appropriately number it. But when I got off track with these, if you remember, I was working on, well, let me explain if you're new here what it is first. As the name probably implies, it is, I have way too many WIPs. I'm not one of you awesome people who can only work at, like, pick up one thing, work on it, finish it, get it done. That is not me. I have far too many works in progress WIPs that I have laying around. Most of them at this point have found homes in project bags, but I have too many that I have left for too long that I need to get done. And most of them are blankets this year because normally I want to do a blanket, I want to do a blanket, I want to do a blanket. I'm like that anyway, but this time I didn't finish most of them. So most of the projects will probably be blankets that I'm going to be working on. Not all of them. I know for a fact I have a couple shawls. There might be a shawl next, actually. But yeah, so yeah. That being said, my weekends run Sunday and Monday every week. I will probably put this up. I'll probably put this up for your weekends, though, like the normal weekend on a Friday or Saturday, most likely. And by the end of, I'm going to work on it over my weekend when I have a little more time. And by the end of the weekend, hopefully I will have some progress done so that the next week when I check in, I can show you that I have some progress done on it. If a lot of them are like this, it shouldn't take us too long to get through my horde of WIPs that I need to complete. Because I pulled this out again and I'm like, why did I just let it sit here? Do you guys have stuff like that too, by the way? Like, why did I just let it sit here? So getting back to what I was saying was, if you remember from last time, or if you've been watching through the playlists, this that I'm working on, or had been working on, was the Flora Afghan from the Crochet Crowd. And I have most of the squares done. That, like Mikey said about, he said about in the beginning, saying it was a pretty good mix and match. Like, some people picked one square and did all of that one square. Mikey even did a blanket that was just all of one type of square that he really liked or whatever. I think he might have done 2 like that, 2 different squares, 2 different blankets. But I started out with the recommended, like in his tutorial videos, he said like, you'll need to make 3 of these, you'll need to make 3 of these. And then there was 1 or 2 of them that you only made 2 of, so that it was the right amount to join together. He did go through, and I believe he had a certain way he wanted it joined, because like when this was a new thing, he was doing like, he wanted pictures for his ebook, I think, and then they were doing prizes, and you have to do it a certain way for that. But I'm not going to do that. I don't know. I'm not going to do that. First of all, if you guys have been around, you already know that I am going to join it a different way. And I'm sure you know what kind of join I'm going to do if you've been around. I'm going to end up continuous joining it because I don't like joining squares any other way. like, okay. I like the continuous join because what I like about it is obviously you don't lift your hook for anything. You don't have to you don't have to sew, first of all. I hate sewing. I hate sewing. You don't have to do separate rows of anything. You just go it's as you go. There's no holes. You're not doing it as a join as you go with the corners, so there's not big gaping holes as in some join projects. And there's also not ridges. If you have you ever single crocheted something together and one side is flat and like nicely joined, but the other side has the ridge? I don't like any of that. And with a continuous join, it's just a flat join. There's like a tiny little almost like braid through the middle of it that is almost flat and flush with the blanket, and it's beautiful and I love it, and I don't ever want to not do that. I've said that so many times, and I don't think I'm ever going to change my mind ever. There's only been a few exceptions. When I made the hopper blanket this last year now, since it's after New Year's, I did sew that, but only because I wanted to keep it true with the piece, and the piece was not crocheted together. It was sewn together. I don't ever want to sew anything together if I can help it. I don't ever want to do another join if I haven't said that enough, if I haven't been clear. So I won't be joining it the way that Mikey wants to join it. He does a video, I think, for the border too. We'll see if I listen to that when I get to it. But so far, let me show you what I have done. I've completed, like if he said to do 2, I've got 2 done. If he said to do 3, I've got 3 done. So each type that I have done, I've completed the number that I should have done according to his original instructions. So I don't have more of these types to make, okay? I wish I could remember right now. I believe this one was the water clock or the flower clock. Yeah, so I have 2 of these made, and they're the same. I made them the same. And what I used for this was, when he put it out, he suggested Caron 1 pound. So I have Caron 1 pound. I have the gray. I have a dark blue, which I believe is called denim. And then I have, I think it's called lilac. I will actually get it out next time, since I'll actually be working on it this coming weekend. But these are the 3 colors that I used. He used something pretty similar. I feel like one of the colors was definitely different that he used, but I ended up I picked them, and then I realized that I picked them pretty close to what he had. But yeah, so here is the first square, and I made 2 of those, as he said. And then is there 2 more of any? I think everything else is 3. This is the chrysanthemum. Are you the chrysanthemum? Next week I'll have the actual names, because clearly I am ill prepared today. The electricity going out really threw me off. I was going to make notes and be like a really great YouTuber and get started on the right foot today. One of the 2 in my hand are chrysanthemum. No, they're not. That one is. Okay, so this is not I think this is Queen Anne's lace, so that's probably what it's called. But that is this one anyway. And if I remember, I will link, he has a playlist of all of them, so you'll be able to see which ones they are for yourself. But I have 3 of these made. And then I have this one. Not even going to try to name it right now. I have 3 of these made. And I will probably be joining these in gray, since I think I actually bought an extra gray because that was my intention. I've been working on this so long, by the way. This was before I learned how to do the continuous join. And I just planned on sewing it at the time. So I hope I still have enough of the gray, because the continuous join takes up more yarn than sewing. but it's still available, so I could still get it. This one I know is the water lily, and I have 3 of these. Someone was just asking me a little while ago how the progress on this was going, and I was like, I don't even want to answer that because I just let it sit there again. So disappointed with myself, but at least I'm getting on track again, right? It's because of the new year. I'm trying really hard to finish the stuff up once and for all. This is the chrysanthemum, and I have 3 of these also. I have 2 other ones to do, 2 other different squares to do, and I believe there's 3 of one and 2 of the other, I believe. They are the posy square and the water fountain square, I think are the 2 names of it, if I remember right. And then I also have one other thing I want to do before I join these, which is, if I remember right, hopefully I'm not telling you the wrong thing, but the way Mikey did it, he did chain a certain amount, probably 3, and joined them together, and the middles left this hole. And at some point, I started doing the magic circle, which I know a lot of people are not fans of the magic circle. I know some people don't have good luck with the magic circle. I do my magic circle the same as anybody else, but I tack that thing down like crazy. I don't know how well you can see it, but like, and I weave my ends in like crazy too afterwards, so it's probably hard to see it. But like, behind here is probably like 3 knots, and I mean, I'll pull it tight, like really tight, and then I will knot it. I will bury the thread or the yarn everywhere. I will knot it again, bury the yarn, knot it again, and then do my weaving in burial of the yarn. So all of my later squares have got really tight closures. That's the word I'm looking for, tight closures. And the chrysanthemums do not. And that is driving me insane. So I am going to end up taking just a piece of yarn and going in the back and weaving it in and tying it real tight and doing that same process over again, just to close it up, because like, I can see you. Can you see me? This is driving me insane. I hate you. You probably can see me. I can see me blink, right? So yeah, I am going to fix that and then join it, and then we'll consider a border. Hopefully, since I am working on 2 other blanket projects, I am only going to do this on the weekend that I said I was going to do it on. But I feel like if I divvy up my time, like I said I was going to do, that I will get it done and actually get it done this time. So, yeah, hopefully you guys will stick along and see if I can do it. But hopefully you'll want to. I know a lot of people really were interested in this and really liked it, and it is kind of fun to revisit it, especially now that it's like an older project. When it was brand new, I think everybody was kind of like, I don't want to say sick of it like it was a bad thing, because it's a beautiful blanket. Obviously, I think it is, or I wouldn't have been doing it. But like after a while, because everyone was doing it for a minute there, it seemed like I don't know so much about YouTubers, because like this is so old that I wasn't doing a lot of YouTube-y stuff besides like Mikey's thing, but I was in like Mikey's group, his Facebook group, and I was in another Facebook group, and a lot of people did projects from Mikey because obviously he's very popular, and it seemed like everybody was doing it. So it's like for a while you got kind of sick of hearing about it, you know what I mean? Just because everyone was doing it. But like now revisiting it, like I'm even more interested in it. So hopefully I'll be interested in actually finishing it and getting it out of here. Not out of here, but you know, getting it done. So, we'll see. What I thought about doing, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, there's 14 squares right now, If I did 5 more, that would only be 19. If I did 6 more, that would be 20. 20 would make the right size blanket. Because I thought about just doing not the full amount. And they're like, I can't only do 1 more or I wouldn't do both designs. And that would be a 3x5 and that would make it kind of long and awkward. So maybe I will just do the full 20 and do, yeah, I probably will do that. So we'll just toss that original idea of only doing a couple more out the window. Because the number just makes more sense to do 20 of them and join those together. The joining part goes really easy. I was just looking to get this project done, I guess. But yeah, so hopefully you guys will stick around and see if I get it done. Hopefully I get it done. But that is all for now. And I will hopefully have something to show you next week. So thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see you very soon in another video. So I love you. Bye, guys.